Hello and welcome back to Corby's puppetry course. This week we're going to be making a mini theatre for our shadow puppets as well as all of the other puppets we've built so far. This week you will need your cardboard box, your Velcro, your various bits of card and printed backdrops, your sellotape, your torch, then finally your scissors and glue stick. The first thing we need to do is assemble our cardboard box. This is nice and simple, so just pop it open and fold over the sides. This cardboard box is going to form the basis of our mini theatre. So where these fold out bits are is the front and the back of our theatre. So we're going to have a little stage up here and we're going to be able to operate the puppets through the stage. All the fold up pieces on this side I'm actually going to cut in half, so I'm going to fold it back and I'm just going to cut all the way along here. This is going to be the opening of our theatre, which is why we're cutting it, but we still need the structure, which is why we're not cutting the whole piece off. Now I'd recommend folding these pieces over and gluing them together with your glue stick and your sellotape. So just put a load of glue on here and then you can fold these up, stick it into place. We can come back in later and trim these down. I'm going to put some glue on this square here. And this one here. And then I'm going to reinforce it with some sellotape. And there we go, the front of our stage is all taped up. So we'll be able to perform through this later on. Now what you need to do now is grab the three sides of your theatre. So we're going to cut these white sections out. This is going to be the front of our theatre and these will be the sides. With the front piece I've found that using a paper fastener just helps make that initial hole so you can get your scissors through and cut it out nice and neatly. Now these are cut out, we can stick them to our cardboard box. I'm just going to line it up here and I'm going to mark out where else I need to cut out. I haven't quite cut out enough cardboard here. So I'm just going to draw around it and then I'll cut this out with my scissors. Now that's matching, we can glue it on. And you can stick these side pieces on the sides of your cardboard box, just like this. So this is our basic theatre. You'll notice there's little idents that come with your theatre. Now these are so you can customise your theatre to make it your own. So you can cut these out as little logos, you can stick them anywhere on your theatre. You can also use the felt tip pen from the last puppet pack to write anything on these or draw something. I think I'm going to have this one here at the top and I'm going to have a few of these square ones dotted about with some nice pictures on them. And there we go, there's the outside of my mini theatre. I've gone quite simple with mine and I've just put a nice little logo up here called the Puppet Theatre, and then I've got some nice little emojis around the side and some funky little patterns around the other side like that. But you can do whatever you want with this. You can go as crazy as you like. You can even use some of the materials from the other puppet packs, such as fabric, or you could even use some paints to make it really wacky. So that's the outside done. Now what we need to do is concentrate on the inside. Now, as you can see, inside your packs you've got lots of different choices for backgrounds. You even got some blank paper to make your own. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to put some Velcro on the inside of this so we can interchange our backgrounds. First of all, I'm going to show you how to set up your shadow screen. So you need to take your Velcro, it should come already stuck together. And what we need to do is we need to cut off 4 pieces of this. And what you'll need is one of the pieces of paper, which we are going to put all the way in here and Velcro to the inside of our box. So grab your 4 pieces and just peel off one of the edges. And you can stick that on like this. You might also want to make a little cardboard frame to go around your paper to give it some extra strength. So you'll have 4 corners like this, and then you can peel off the other side. Now what you need to do is pick up your piece, and we're going to take it all the way in, and we're just going to stick it inside of the box. And now when you turn this around, you'll see that we've got a nice shadow screen. So when we shine our torch inside the box, we've got a nice little surface to make some shadows with. This is a basic shadow screen. Now in a little bit, I'm going to teach you how to make your own shadow backgrounds. But first, I need to show you how to put the backgrounds on the back of your stage. So you can just take this out. Now we can move on to the back. So what I'd recommend doing is cutting off these 2 side panels with your scissors. You'll need to keep these 2 pieces here so we can stick our backgrounds on the inside. So with the Velcro, you need to pull this in half, and on one side you just need to cut off a few squares. You want at least 4. We're going to stick these onto the outside of our box. You need to make sure these line up on both sides. And now with the other side of Velcro, we need to cut some pieces that are going to go along this piece here. And you won't need to peel the backs off these. So we're just going to bring this up. Now when you put this over the top, we can use it to close up our puppet stage. And now we have a closed off box where we can put a backdrop on the back wall. So choose one of your backgrounds, and we're going to do the same thing we did with our shadow screen. You just want to make sure you stick your Velcro down on the back of your pieces. Just like so, and then peel them off, and then work the piece inside the theatre and stick it on at the back. There we go, we've got a nice little backdrop that will fit inside our stage, and you can swap these out with the other backdrops. And you can also make your own backdrops by drawing whatever you like onto your paper. This next step depends on what type of puppets you want to go in your stage. We need to cut a square out of the top or the bottom, or even the sides, depending on where you want your puppets to come through. I want my theatre to work with the foam puppets, so I'm going to cut a square out of the bottom of the box. But if you were using marionettes, you might want to cut a square out of the top, or you may even want to cut holes in the side so you can operate your puppets through that way. So I've cut a hole in the bottom of my theatre, which means I can now bring my foam puppet through. So have a look at the puppets you've already got and think of where you're going to operate them in the box, and cut any holes you need to accordingly. Now our mini theatre is complete, so all I need to show you is how to make your own custom shadow backgrounds. So to make your own custom shadow screen, you're just going to need a bit of paper as your base, and then you can use the templates if you wish, but you will definitely need some black card. Like with all of the shadow puppets, there's lots of different options you can use. So we have a template of a tree that you can use for a background, or if you're good at drawing, you can draw your own background. I'm going to do a bit of both, I think. So if you're going to use the templates, remember, just cut them out and then trace them onto black card. And then when you have your piece cut out in black card, you can just stick it onto your background. I'm also going to draw some small shapes to make it look like there's some houses in the distance. You can make these as detailed or as simplistic as you like. And remember, you can also use the lighting gel to add colour to your background. And there we go, one simple background. You'll need to put some Velcros on the corner, and then when you put it in your stage, you want to make sure that the card is facing inwards. And then when you turn on the theatre, your scene will light up. There we go. I hope you've enjoyed making your own mini theatre. I hope you have lots of fun creating lots of wonderful worlds and stories. Make sure you join one of our Zoom sessions on Tuesdays 6 till 7 or Wednesdays 4 till 5 so we can have a play around with these puppets and make nice stories with them. That's all from me, so I'll see you next time. Bye bye.